When you arrive in lab, you must be wearing closed-toed shoes. This is a safety requirement for all labs on CAC campus. Shoes with an open toe, such as sandals, are not allowed. When you enter the classroom, place your belongings on one of the dedicated shelves or cubbies. You may retrieve your lab manual and a writing utensil to bring to your lab station. Please sit at one of the dedicated lab stations and do not move chairs around the room. You must next wash your hands with soap and water for at least 20 seconds, or about how long it takes to sing the ABCs. If you have long fingernails, make sure to wash underneath your fingernails. You must next clean your lab area with bleach and water. The paper towels that you use to dry your station can be thrown in the regular trash can. You will be provided with a pair of lab goggles that you must wear at all times. You will also need to retrieve a pair of gloves in one of 4 different sizes. Choose the correct size for your hands. You will need to follow several safety rules when you are in the lab. First, do not eat, drink, smoke, or apply cosmetics in the lab. Tie back long hair if you have it. Avoid wearing sharp jewelry such as rings that could tear holes in your gloves. And finally, cover any cuts that you have with bandages before coming to class. In case of emergencies, our building and lab are equipped with several safety items, including a first aid kit, a fire extinguisher, and an eye wash station. Upon exposure of any hazardous substances to your eyes, you should rinse at the eye wash station for at least 15 minutes. In the laboratory, we will be working with microscopic organisms that can be classified into one of 4 different biosafety levels. We will only be working with organisms belonging to biosafety level 1, which are ones of minimal risk that do not cause human disease, and biosafety level 2, which are ones of moderate risk but able to be handled on an open benchtop with proper training and personal protective equipment. We will also be using 2 sources of heat to sterilize our instruments in the lab. One is called the Bunsen burner, which uses an open flame, and the other is called a baccinerator, which uses an electrical heating element. Neither of these should be left unattended at any point. Anything that comes into contact with live microorganisms is considered biohazardous waste. This waste should not be placed in the regular trash can, but rather a biohazardous waste bag. There will be small biohazardous waste bags located on the lab benches. Any broken glass should be placed in the broken glass bin. If you happen to break or spill anything during the semester, the first thing you should do is immediately notify your instructor so that he or she can help take the appropriate steps to sterilize the spill. When you are ready to leave the lab, you will need to remove your gloves in the manner shown here, and if they have come into contact with microbes, place them in the biohazardous waste bin. Remove your gloves and store them for the next lab. Wipe down your lab station. And finally, retrieve your lab manual and writing utensil, push your chair in, retrieve your belongings from the shelf or cubby, and exit the lab. With these tools, you can remain safe and successful in Bio 205 this semester. Remember to stay focused, be professional, and if you don't know, ask.